Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. Mitch English here. All right, right now I'm actually going to reveal something to the world that actually I've kept secret for many years. Dramatic pause here. Andrea Jackson actually ghosted me during hosting duties way back in the day. How awkward now is that she and I do this amazing show called Daily Flash. Okay? Actually, I'm joking. No, she never ghosted me. But what do you do when you see a person who just, well, disappeared on you? You were in a relationship or you were hanging out and all of a sudden you never heard anymore. Joining us now to talk about all of this is relationship expert, Dr. Janie Lacy. Welcome back to the show. Dr. Lacy, how are you?
I am doing a wonderful, Mitch, and I'm so sorry to hear about your ghosting experience.
It was sad. It's sad, but somehow Jackson and I worked our way through it. It's happened, man. You know, and whether it's on a business kind of situation or maybe a relationship as well, being ghosted, it's so awkward because, all right, you have to explain what happened. What's some of the common reactions, maybe even emotions people might experience when they see a person that's actually ghosted them?
You know, I think when people are ghosted, it's going to bring up so many different emotions, Mitch, and that's normal. Normal in the sense that, well, what happened? But first, let's think about what ghosting is, right?
Okay.
So somebody wants to end that relationship, but I would say they don't have enough maturity to have that conversation with the person. So they just do it suddenly. They just withdraw from all communication. And you're like, well, what happened? So what's going to happen is that person's going to be asking a lot of questions. Well,
Sure.
is it me? Did I do something wrong? So, you know, when we find these situations, it's very, very hurtful, Mitch, regardless of whose fault it is. It leaves the person who was ghosted with a lot of questions and hurt feelings.
And it's only up to them to speculate what happened because, well, you ghosted them. You weren't there to defend yourself. So I think they're okay to feel that way until they get any kind of resolution. What's the first thing someone actually should do when they see that person again that had just ghosted them?
You know, a lot of times when people have these unanswered questions, and then let's say they're out and about, they did not expect to actually see this person, and wow, there they are. You know, I always tell people the first thing you need to do is you just need to keep yourself together. Stay calm, don't have any reaction, and then do some type of internal check. In that moment, you can think about, okay, well, how do I feel? Like, am I still angry? Do I want to go and run up and choke that person? Or have I moved on? Because that's going to dictate how you either interact or how you don't interact with that person. So the first thing I always suggest is just, Mitch, is to stay calm and do not react.
Okay, so when you say that, it's like just don't let their presence, bother them. Let it bother you is all. I guess it's giving that confidence back because there was something that they didn't want to reveal to you, I guess, about that. So I can imagine that. What's some other things that we should do after we've done that? We don't run off. We confront it. We deal with it. We say, listen, we're not going to let this bother us. What should we be doing in our mind while we're talking to them?
In that moment when you first decide, have I moved on? Am I angry at this person? Is there something unresolved? Is then you want to choose your response, right? Do you want to have a conversation with them, Mitch, or do you want to just acknowledge their presence, maybe a brief nod or just some type of acknowledgement, or do you want to just ignore them altogether? So once you kind of assess your feelings, stay calm, choose your response, and then that's going to dictate what their next move is. But if you do choose to have a conversation with them, you want to remember that you may not get any type of closure. So I always suggest, like, keep it light, right? Maybe if you just want to say, hi, how are you doing? You want to act cool, calm, collected, no big deal, just be polite. But the most important thing, as I tell people, is to read the situation, right? Read the room.
Right.
So if they're coming off and they don't want to talk to you, Mitch, then you probably should not try to force the situation because you're going to re-injure yourself. But if they're keeping it light and they want to have some type of polite conversation with you and you choose to engage in that, then do so. But I would say prioritize your well-being, especially if it was a hurtful situation, because a lot of times people want to seek closure and come at this person. What happened? Why did you not communicate with me? And you're only going to hurt yourself. So stay confident through the whole encounter. If you choose to engage with them, if you choose not to engage with them, acknowledge them and move it on. Keep it moving.
I agree with you 100% on that. And it sounds easy to do, but really it takes a lot because a lot of emotions come back to when you see that person all together. And I guess if you can keep in mind, something that's always worked for me at least, is that anybody that is in your life wants to be in your life. If that person doesn't, then what's the sense even having them around? If they want to be in your life, they will be. And I guess they took off. So very good stuff there. And if you want to find out more information, of course, maybe get some help with relationships, you could actually check out Janie Lacy at lifecounselingsolutions.com. Go there and check out that and so much more. Love having you on. Janie Lacy, thank you so much.
Thank you.